Hey guys, Krootman here, and welcome to episode 3 of selling 65 GPUs in 30 days. I think I'm going to have to change the title. I just bought a 18 GPU mining farm, and I plan on selling 16 GPUs from it. So we're going to have to change this title to Can I Sell 81 GPUs in 60 Days? Well, stay tuned to find out after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Crypto Miner Bros, your one-stop shop for all of your ASIC mining needs. Whether you are looking for 1 to 2 small ASICs to heat your home or to fill up an entire industrial container full of ASICs, Crypto Miner Bros has you covered. Their prices are all in, shipped to your door, so there will be no hidden or unexpected fees, and they have all major manufacturers and all major kind of miners. If you are looking for something new, I would personally recommend picking up SCRYPT miners now before the new year and before prices go up, because frankly prices are only going to be going up right now and they won't be going down. So don't miss out. Get everything before it's super expensive, and remember, use code Krootman with 2 zeros, KR00TMAN, for $70 off your next order. And thank you very much to Crypto Miner Bros for sponsoring this video. Well, I kind of messed up on the can I sell 65 GPUs in 60 days because I just added another 18 GPUs to that. I bought a crypto mining farm, which also came with a 3070, 3070 Ti, and a broken 3060 Ti that isn't pictured. These are all 3060 12 gig, all EVGAs, which have higher resale value, which is nice, and 1 gigabyte, which is fine. Then we've got 3060 Ti's and 3070s here. That's a 3070 that's a 3070. The rest of these are 3060 Ti's. These 4 are a little bit on the rough side. I know that. I knew that. I think they're going to end up going to miners, which is fine. So the plan is to basically sell everything except for maybe the server cases, as I don't really plan on mining with either one of these. So we're going to go ahead and break these down and start listing these. Well, here's a very quick update. I released episode 2 of Can I Sell 65 GPUs in 60 Days yesterday. This is day 11 day 12, and I have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've sold 8 GPUs with the potential of 2 more in the last 8 hours. A fellow crypto miner, Rusky's Crypto Cave, bought 6 3060 Ti Founders. I sold them to him for 205 each. I was hoping to get about 220 after everything, but honestly, to get it done fast in a bulk, and when I had these issues on them, I didn't feel like dealing with gamers getting mad about it. He didn't care, so 205 in my pocket is fine for me. These things have been mining for probably like 3 years-ish, so I feel like getting half of their value is good. This 3060 Ti, there's a guy that I know that I've known for a few years. He kind of does like a charity build every year for somebody, so I gave him a deal on this one. I sold this one to him for 205 as well. So that one's out, and then I sold the last EVGA 3070 XC3 off hardware swap for 245. So I'm happy with all those prices. It's in the other room getting packed. I basically, at this point, I have to go crack open another 3070 case. Okay, so this is one of the last 3070 cases. There's actually 2 more left. This one and 1 more. But if you look at my pile, including the GPU farm I bought because I'm a crazy man, which I did sell one of those so far, one 3060. I have no more 3070s. Essentially, I sold 9 GPUs at the beginning of last week, basically 8 days ago when the episode 2 launched, and then I sold 2 later in the week. So that was 11, which is pretty good, but I haven't really done anything else because I've just been busy with life and family and company, etc. So I have to check all of these, but these are all 3060 Ti's and 3060s. And there's definitely more people that have expressed interest in 3070s at the price I want and willing to buy in bulk at my asking price. It actually really motivates me to turn these off and to get these out. Now, basically only one of these will go to a miner. This is the Zotac 3070, and I pretty much am pretty certain I have a buyer for this one. If not, I'll sell it. And then I've got a 2-fin, which I think I have a buddy who's interested in that one. But the rest of them are all EVGAs, and in my other case, they're all EVGA XT3s, which I know will move, and they move for a premium, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and get this stripped out, and then we're going to put this empty server case back in my shed. A buyer for these ones. These are basically mining GPUs. They're grimy, but they work. The display ports, I don't think I can get them fixed, so I'm going to bulk sell them to a miner. I have to double check this one. This one's being weird, but I think this one might go to a miner as well. And I've got these two, this deshrouded 3060 Ti and this 3070 that I have to double check to make sure they mine as well. So I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I'd like to get the majority of these listed by, I don't know, by Thanksgiving is the goal, because a lot of people are going to spend a lot of money on Black Friday, and I want to be ready to go. Well, this is my attic where I go to get every single box that I have. I save all these because you never know when you needed to sell them, and I was always planning on selling most of my crypto mining GPUs. You can see I've got a lot of boxes floating around and 20,000 mining frames. So I just wanted to show you. Now I gotta go dig out probably like 5 or 6 boxes right now, so that'll be fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. So here we're testing one of the mining only GPUs. I told you guys I had like a few of them, and most of them are actually selling pretty fast. Basically, I show everybody, these are going to known crypto miners before you guys scream. I show them the condition of the GPUs, tell them the display ports don't work. I basically tell them I'm not cleaning them up. I give them a price, and then they buy them. We're just testing this to make sure it's mining, and you can see from the PMD, based on the algorithm I have it on, I'm not going to go too in depth for that as that's not really a mining video, but it's mining. I'm using my FX test bench to make sure it's mining, and you can feel it, it's hot. So I know this one works, so I'm going to turn it off in a minute. When you're mining with GPUs, quick tip too, you should stop the miner, let this thing idle for a bit, and then shut it down, because you don't want crazy power surges or anything to ruin the card. Busy weekend. I sold 3 mining only 3060 Ti's that are all packed up, and 2 fully working 3070s to miners actually for that one. And then I did sell that RTX 3070, so that's 6 plus the 3060. So I sold 7 GPUs over the weekend. Pretty happy with the progress I made. So now we have them in the boxes, and we are just getting them boxed up and ready to ship out. I still haven't listed anything actually on any. I did one listing on Hardware Swap that sold 1 GPU. The rest of these came from my Discord and from people watching my video, funny enough. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these packed, and then I'll show you where we're at now. Black Friday update. I sold 2 GPUs, and I listed 2 more. I didn't actually even post anything. I was kind of out of pocket with family, and I didn't really have time to get any post out on Hardware Swap. One of the 3070s sold on my Discord, and one of the 3060 Ti's, an EVGA, sold on an old Hardware Swap listing. The wild thing is, I got more money for the 3060 Ti than the 3070 by like $5. But it's kind of wild how people actually care about brands more than models. It kind of blows my mind, actually, for being honest. It also kind of blows my mind how close the 3070 and the 3060 Ti are in price. They're like $5 to $10. So people will literally take a worse graphics card, like a 3060 Ti, which isn't that much worse, for a better brand like EVGA over, say, MSI. Which is wild to me, because I actually don't hate MSI cards this generation. In the 30 series, it was Asus and Zotac that were the 2 biggest problems for me. So we're going to go ahead and get these mailed out. Apparently, Black Friday weekend is a good weekend to list GPUs, because I just sold 1 3060 Ti, 3 3060 12 gig, a 3070, and I think this 3060 Ti is sold too. Not counting all the ones I sold earlier in the day. So I'm kind of blown by these GPUs. And my prices are pretty competitive, which is nice. Another update. This video is going to be fun to edit. I sold these 2 to a miner. This is a shroudless 3070. And this is a Zotac 3060 Ti. I had some gamers lowball me for it. And I'm like, nope. My prices are firm. I'm holding. I'm getting what I'm asking for everything. I'm wondering if I'm selling them too cheap, but when you look at what eBay charges after about fees, I'm basically getting the same. And I've got so much interest for my EVGA GPUs that I'm going to list basically everything that's not a mining only GPU right now and try to blow them all out before the end of this episode. I actually just sold this Gigabyte 3060 Ti for $210. These three are going to be listed for $200. These EVGA XC models. Actually, the one with no backplate will be $195. I'm going to start raising the prices of these last few a little bit to try to squeeze my profits out, more profits out. This one works just fine. All the display ports don't work though, just the HDMI. So I'm going to list this one. I'm normally selling these for about $260 right now. I'm going to list this one for $215 to $220 and see if it sells. And I'm okay if it doesn't sell, I'm okay. And right now, as I feel like the market's on my side and people are rushing to scoop up, especially EVGA GPUs, I am going to put a note in that I'm not willing to haggle. Like, basically to save my time and yours, unless you're willing to buy for the asking price, don't bother messaging me. And I feel like that's just, you know, I know what I want, I know what the market is, and I'm comfortable with it. This is the end of the video. I sold another two in between the last update and the end of this video. So I basically sold 24 GPUs in 12 days, which is pretty absurd if you think about it. Shows you the power of Black Friday. And I didn't really do that much advertising, honestly. Most people came to me, which is pretty nice. And it also kind of shows that when you do the work and you test your stuff properly and you have a good reputation, people buy off of you. So that leaves me with 29 GPUs left, and I took 9 GPUs and I put them on a crypto project called Warthog, which basically you combine GPUs with CPUs. If you're interested in something like that, you can take a look at other videos on my channel. So I'm going to keep those. So I'm not going to sell those. So it's not, I feel like it's cheating, but not really. I'm trying to be transparent about what I'm doing. So that's 9 GPUs. So I am going to keep those. So that puts us down to 18 more GPUs. We have 6 here, and then 12 in the 3070 case. And then I forgot to mention a single 3060 that I sold to a buddy of mine, which just got lost in the editing shuffle. So we're at the home stretch, guys. I have 18 left to go. So next video will probably be pretty short, and then I'll do a recap. So thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank our sponsor for sponsoring this video. And it's been kind of wild, guys. And it just shows you that during the holiday season, the market goes pretty nuts. And I think at the end of this series, I'll kind of do a post-mortem of how I think I was able to move these fast and give you tips for selling. So thank you for watching. I can't wait to share with you the last video. So stick around and hang out with the channel if you want to catch the last one with me. And thanks for coming on this adventure, and I look forward to sharing the last video with you. Peace out, guys.